One of the first things people want to know whenever there's a new version of a software they use is what's new. So let's take a look now at what's new in Ableton Live version 7. And to start with, they've had a major rework of their audio engine from the ground up to try and improve the sound fidelity. They've done a similar thing when they looked at their MIDI code and tried to rework their MIDI engine and have improved the timing of their MIDI response. They've also enhanced memory management, and this is a great asset in terms of dealing with sample libraries as the extensive library for sampler tends to grow. We also have easier integration with external audio gear. We also have new audio file capabilities, and this includes stability finally for Rex file support with warping. And Rex file is one of the dominant files in the field of Ableton Live's dance music, so we find this is a great addition. And not only can we slice and dice up Rex files, but we can also now slice and dice up any of the audio file types that are possible within Ableton Live. So you can simply drag an audio file onto a clip and then slice it up and reorder the slices very easily. One of the ways we can do this is with the brand new audio instrument, drum racks. This holds up to 128 different pads for storing any type of sound, not just necessarily a drum sound as a sample, but as I talked about, anything we slice up can be stored onto a drum rack pad. Also, any of the 128 pads can be used to store any sound off of any sampler or synthesizer device. We also have the addition of 3 new modeling synths: tension for strings, electric for electric pianos, and analog for analog synth style sounds. And these also create new sounds using string techniques for tension and electric piano type techniques for warped sounds and very dramatic analog sounds. We also now have the ability to route in the sound from any external synthesizer or drum machine, whatever it may be, and then include that in our signal flow within Ableton Live, giving us full access to the audio processing capabilities within Live. And hand in hand with this is the new and improved audio effects. First, we have Spectrum, a full frequency analyzer, helping us look at any audio we have and determine where it might be too loud or too soft, and bringing EQ8 into a new realm of flexibility and help in terms of correcting audio problems. We also have side chaining, a pretty much in-demand figure that we need for compressors, and also it's an audio filter. We also have a brand new compressor rework, including many modes to bring it up to standards with professional plug-in compressors. EQ8 also has been reworked with a high quality mode and a new notch filter available anywhere within the 8 bands. We also have better tempo controls. To start with, we have nudge up and nudge down buttons. These allow you to temporarily speed up or speed down the tempo. This is great for DJs if your tempo is matching correctly, but it's not quite in sync. Just temporarily nudge up or nudge down and pull yourself in sync. We also can now map multiple controls to the tempo. This means basically we can have one controller as we slide it up and down, increases the tempo in a fairly dramatic way, and then we can map another controller just for slightly notching up the speed, slower down, faster and slower to match your songs. In Ableton Live version 6, we had the ability to pull in a movie and add audio to it. But once we did that, if we made our soundtrack, we would have to take that audio file and go into a separate piece of software to merge that in with that existing movie. Now we can export the movie with its audio and create a new movie file with that existing audio soundtrack that we've created. Also, to support this, we have the ability now to use multiple time signatures, especially great for doing orchestral type scoring, and that's a great asset for the export movie. And finally, we have the ability to have multiple automation lanes, which is great for synchronizing automation. One common example would be as you sweep up your filter's cutoff frequency, you can sync in your reduction of the resonance factor so that the sound doesn't become too dramatic. So stepping back to our original question, what's new in Ableton Live? Simply, the answer is a lot. We'll be looking at a lot of these features as we move forward into Ableton Live 7 tutorial.